I was saying, that's my subject. Like the drug laws, that's what I want to do. That's my whole thing is like talking about the drug laws, the gun laws. You know what I'm saying? Like when that little boy, when they shot the little boy, they shot the little Chinese boy. That was one of the first trap talks I ever did. I think was the yeah that's the first one I ever did. They shot the little boy in Ypsilanti, and they gave this nigga a $10,000 10% bond. And the Chinese man shot at like 8 little black kids. The little boy had put his bike on his line. You know how you lay your bike down on the line? Mm-hmm. And the nigga hollered at him, and the little boy must have been talking shit or something. So he tried to chase the little boy and hit him in the head with a hammer. But the little boy was too quick for him, remember? And when he went out, the little boy juked him. Now they riding, teasing him, and the nigga shot out the window and shot the little, look it up. They shot the little boy in the arm. And I was so heated, they actually gave this nigga a $10,000 10% bond.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit. And nigga, what I'm saying is they give us so much time for everything. Like, look, with the marijuana laws, before they just got legal, the same people that was arresting us, can you believe that? The same motherfuckers that was arresting us is now opening up dispensaries. Remember, they called us pieces of shit. Mm-hmm. This was like a drug. They just used, they knew marijuana. Everybody smoked weed. Every movie you see, let's smoke a little joint. Man, they knew that wasn't no bad drug. But you know what? It was something to enforce niggas. Mm-hmm. It was something to keep niggas under control. It was something to say, hey, we can take their cars, their houses. We can lock them up with this. But white people is okay. Listen, what I want to know is how many motherfucking white people that actually went to jail for a gun that they never used. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how many white people ever went to jail for a gun that they didn't commit a crime with? I want to know. I want to do a census on this. Because you know how many niggas catch gun cases? That's another thing they use, like the marijuana laws, is the gun laws, right? Something that's all right anyway. Something that should be legal anyway. But what they do is they take the fucking guns and say, hey, first of all, they jump out on us with they don't give a fuck if you got license, registration, none of that. In the hood, white boys come, racist motherfuckers come to the hood, and what they do, they ride around, they jump right out on you. Next thing you know, you got a pistol in the car, boom. Nigga, they trying to give you 2-5 years for some shit that you got a right to carry. Like, if I didn't commit a crime with this motherfucker, and it's not fucking stolen, then nigga, you should write me a ticket. The most I should do is jail time for this, not prison time. Now, you give a motherfucker prison time to take a gun and rob the motherfucker or pistol whip the motherfucker or, you know what I'm saying? So what the fuck am I getting? And nigga, I don't know a white person in the history unless he's some trailer trash motherfucker that's acting like he black. They might take that motherfucker to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because he a wigger any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, though. The gun laws, man, there's a motherfucker, man. My boy got 10 years for a pistol. Man, that's too much time. Look at the dope laws, man. They was giving niggas 25 grams, 50 grams and over. You know what 50 grams is? I can fit 50 grams in one hand. How much money am I about to make off some coke? Out of all the cocaine in the fucking world, right? All the cocaine, the trillions of tons that come in this motherfucker you know how many tons of cocaine come in this motherfucker and get sold? But you want to give my black ass for a handful of cocaine, right? So you want to get my black ass 10 years, 20 years for this. Take everything that I've acquired, right? That's horrible. So that's too much fucking time. That's what I'm trying to say. That's just too much time the way they did it. The guns, the fucking the dope. I mean, god damn, dog. I mean, I'm just lost for words, man. My cousin got 5 years first offense. Got caught with an ounce, I think 2 ounces of cocaine. My uncle spent about $30,000 on a lawyer just to plead down to 5 fucking years. First offense. That's the type of shit they did to us. You know how many niggas I know that got 8 years for marijuana? Some shit not as legal.
And on every corner.
On every corner. But it's okay now, though. But you know what? White people got it now. So it's like, and you know what's funny? It's still illegal for niggas. It's like, dog, all this time we tried to make money out of this shit. Y'all just arrested us, took everything. Now white people got it. Now this shit all on TV. It's good for this. It's good for that. It's good for health purposes. On every billboard, you got during a pandemic, you got white people running up to cars, serving niggas on the curb like it's the '80s. It is so cool and laughable now. But when we, but when we did it, it was so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's sad, man. And that's the type of shit I'm talking about. And I like my gun laws, nigga. And people always be like, well, and this is what they say. Well, he's a felon. He's a felon. So the fuck what, I'm a felon? I'm still a person, right? You know how easy it is in the hood to get a felon? And that's the thing that I tell people. Like, nigga, do you know if I take my license plate off, if I gotta go to work, right? So I take my license plate and off my car and put it on my car. You know that's a felony, right? Okay. Easy to get a felony, right? Okay. Okay, nigga. I got 5 bags of weed, right? This is how it was a couple years back. I got 5 bags of weed. Nickel bags, right? So all this shit together ain't 7 grams of weed in the thing. Guess what? They catch me. Guess what that is? A motherfucking felony, right? Me and my dog get into a fight. It's my homeboy. We get into a motherfucking fight. Guess what? I hit him across his goddamn head. It's a felony. Everything a felony. All they do is ride around the hood, jump out on you. No, I don't give a fuck. You got license, registration, whatever. They don't give a fuck. They getting you out this bitch. Nigga, it can be 3 niggas on the side of the house now. 4 niggas outside. One got a beer in his hand. They pull up, jump out. Two niggas stay. The nigga throw a gun, get away from him. Guess what? They gonna put that gun, that dope on them 2 niggas that's standing outside. The nigga that's gone. Guess what they gonna say? They got the gun and dope from. Guess what they gonna say? They gonna say, I pulled it out this nigga's side. The report gonna report. Listen, man, this is what I want to do too when I do this shit. I want to show y'all some paperwork that I got, my paperwork, right? When they raided my motherfucking house, what they said, right? These motherfuckers made up a whole motherfucking lie. Listen, they raided my house. I wasn't there. This is a true story. And I wanted to sue these motherfuckers, man. I was so fucked up at the time, though. They raided my motherfucking house for some other shit. They found a half a pound of weed and some money. And they couldn't find me. So they raided my house. Listen, no lie, swear my hand to God on my kids. Every day they hit my house, morning and night, right? They had kicked the door in, so the hinge, I couldn't lock it, right? So they was going in day and night. They was trying to find me, right? So they never could get me there. So one Saturday, they had kicked the door in earlier that day. This is a true story. They had kicked my door in earlier that day because they was looking for me for some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl got into it, and they was looking for me. So they kicked my door in. Me and my cousin was in there. So they was trying to kick the side door in, but I had it barricaded. But I didn't put the fucking barricade on the front. Kick the bitch in. Boom, no, the side. So they came through the side. I just want to sit on the steps. I heard them grab my cousin, flip him, boom. And they didn't about to break his fucking neck. They like, hey, he saw my cousin like, man, y'all looking for my cousin. I'm not him, right? So I hear them in there. I see the flashlights. I put my hand out. I'm like, hey, y'all got me. They still get me on the motherfucking ground. I couldn't breathe. They got me on the back. So now I'm pissed off. I'm calling them bitches all kind of bitches. Talking about I told them I'd kill them. All this shit. Bitch, I spit on you. I'm just going. Talking about they mamas. Calling them all kind of dick sucking fags. So look, this nigga whooped. No bullshit. This nigga whooped the half a pound that he caught 6 days ago. That he found. He didn't catch it on me. He got it out the house 6 days ago. Pull this bitch, swear my hand to God, Lord, strike and kill me today if I'm lying. If I'm lying, Lord, take my life tonight. This nigga pulled this bitch out his motherfucking pants and act like he just caught me with this shit. And he had a license plate to a Camaro in the back. Now, if they would have had told that Camaro that night, they would have had something probably, right? But them niggas fucked around and couldn't get the warrant to get the car. The car had out of town tags on it, right? So what they did was they had to leave it. So, we fucked around and had the motherfucking car towed. You know what I'm saying? Before they can get the warrant to get the car out of there, we had the car towed. But the whole point, that was some dirty shit. You see how they work? You see they tried to hit me with a felony for that shit. I had to spend thousands of dollars to have a half a pound of weed brought down to a misdemeanor. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dirty shit they do. So the cops been dirty motherfuckers. That's why I hate them bitches. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the police. I never liked that police bitch ass nigga Chief Craig. I'm gonna tell you another story. The niggas One day a nigga got shot on one side of town, right? So now some motherfucker, snitch motherfucker, say, hey, he be over at the house over on such and such on Evergreen, right? Just off word of mouth, these motherfuckers go back to the house that somebody just said they take anybody word for. They kick the door in, no knock warrant, right? Kick the door in. The nigga who lived there on the couch with his pistol, he hears somebody kicking in his door. He get up with his pistol, right? To see, it's the police. He hot, they shoot him in the head, right? Kill him. And the nigga they looking for ain't had nothing to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga they was looking for don't live there. There wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't kill this boy on his own couch in his own house. Never heard nothing. That's why I knew Chief Craig was a bitch. I never liked him. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, we go to jail for nigga. They building too many motherfucking prisons and not enough jail. See, people think like, well, what do you think you're supposed to just walk? No, motherfucker. No, you right. A lot of niggas we do a lot of ignorant shit, but we don't deserve all this time for it. Shit that white people just go to jail for and get help for, you send us to prison. Like, I can't get caught with 2 bags of heroin. You was sending me to prison for 5 and 10 years, third strike. A pack of heroin got a nigga 10 years. But now, let me tell you what y'all dirty motherfuckers don't understand. And I hate to see anybody go through this. I hate to see any mother cry over their son on dope and watch their kid that they helpless. And I can only imagine my son going through what I put you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, my son fucked up on this shit. I can't help him. He can't help himself. That's sad to see, right? So who want to see anybody go through that? But still, at the same time, y'all watched us go through it. Y'all ain't give a fuck. So fuck you. You know what? Ain't nothing in this world go around that don't come around. And that heroin epidemic is killing these motherfuckers. That heroin epidemic is doing what the crack era did to us, but worse. See, they not putting this shit on the news how bad it is, my nigga. It's millionaires right now that's damn near on Skid Row, my nigga. Because they fucking kids then been out here stealing, took all their income. They done tried to help this motherfucker. Now they damn near poor because of this motherfucker. He done OD'd and died, and they damn near broke. You know what I'm saying? But you know where that shit come from? From being dirty. But the thing is, see, these motherfuckers is getting help now. Like, okay, they right now, that's the only thing that's helping niggas. That's why more of us ain't going to jail for this shit now, because they know they got to help us too. You can't help this motherfucker if he get caught with dope and not help us. So in a way, it's helping us. But let me tell you something about this heroin. I had a cousin die from it, from fentanyl. One of my best friends just died, man, like my brothers to me. You know what I'm saying? You think they gave a fuck? You think it made the news? You think the police came looking for anybody selling their heroin? But yet a white boy get killed fucking the county over, and they'll tear the whole neighborhood up for this motherfucker. They family be in this bitch marching all on the news. Oh, he got killed over here. He bought a pack. Next thing you know, they got to catch any nigga in the neighborhood with some fentanyl now. Now he on TV. He ain't had nothing to do with this boy death, but now he then got caught with, some heroin. Now he on the news about to do 50 years for this shit. You know what I'm saying? They make us pay for this shit, my nigga. Like I say, man, dog, out of all the tons of cocaine that come to America every fucking year, right? So we get, I don't know, let's say right now, 30 tons of cocaine come on the boat, right? How in the fuck do 30 tons of cocaine get past? Tell me. How do it? If that get past, why we ain't never had a nuclear bomb hit this motherfucker? How much do a nuclear bomb weigh? Right? So what I'm saying is, if you would let this type of weight get over, so you know what you doing. You letting this shit, it's a win-win, nigga. Let's get this shit over here. Let's let these, and it's a vicious cycle. But my thing is, when you see the nigga get raided, why do it always stop with the nigga? Like even on First 48 or whatever that shit is, the snitch show, right? You catch this nigga, he tell on this nigga, and it go to that nigga, and it stop. Who the plug? When have you ever known a nigga to have a boat? Even Big Meats, you never heard he had a fucking boat. Have you ever heard of this nigga having a boat bringing anything? His plug was who here, right? Guess who your plug is in America? Guess who my plug is in America? Either a Mexican or a motherfucking Arab. It's only one or two. I even got a Dominican, some type of Mexican, Colombian, or a fucking Arab. The two people that you say you hate. You say you hate niggas. You say you hate fucking Arabs. You don't like Muslims, right? They terrorists and shit, right? But guess what they own in Detroit, Michigan? Every motherfucking they own the liquor stores, nigga. Everything we see, gas, liquor stores, gas stations, grocery markets. If Arabs want to starve us right now, they'll starve us to fucking death. If they close everything down right now, where the fuck we gonna get gas from? Where we gonna get something to eat at? You know what I'm saying? They own every fucking thing, but y'all hate them though. But guess what? I can't even own my own house. I can't even go get a motherfucking $50,000 loan for a house to put my kids in. But these motherfuckers owning buildings and shit. Mexicans the same way. Y'all talking about y'all want to build a motherfucking wall around the fucking United States for Mexicans, right? But man, I just was on the fucking Southwest Detroit. They got Mexican town. Right? Mexican, they got their own town, restaurant, stores. It's not a nigga over there sweeping up a motherfucking lot. Nigga, they stick together. They got their own town. Where they getting all this money from? Now, if it was us had that shit, they want to investigate us for drug trafficking and all this shit. Man, I see these Mexicans out here with front loaders, back loaders, dump trucks, semi trucks, right? Where the fuck they get the money from? They Mexicans, the illegal immigrants. How can they go to the bank? So it gotta be what type of money? Dope money, right? But they not being investigated. How the fuck? Everywhere come on, man. They do us fucked up. That's why we gotta stand up for ourselves, my nigga. Mexicans, we call them niggas our brothers, right? We do. Mexicans don't give a fuck about no nigga, man. Nigga in prison, you ain't never seen a Mexican locked down with a nigga. It's not gonna happen. And people think I'm being hateful or I'm not. I don't have no problems. I'm just speaking the truth, my dog. We call them our brothers. We call Mexicans our brothers. Every nigga I know want to be a Muslim, right? Most niggas get out of jail. First thing they is some fake ass, gay ass religion. Oh, I'm a Muslim. Allah this, Allah that. I don't eat pork no more and all this shit, right? But when the motherfucker get gunned down in the street, where the fuck is the Mexicans at holding our hands? Where the Muslims at holding our hands? Tell me, where these motherfuckers at? Who helping us? White people, right? The kindest of good white people. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Everybody, all white people, not bad. But the ones that are is terrible. And that's what I tell a nigga when a motherfucking, what the fuck was I lost my goddamn thought. But anyway, fuck I was about to say. This nigga threw me off and shit. Look.